we all? I am going to assume you are watching me. Then I'm going to wonder why. No. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. How you doing? My name's Brian, as you can see right there, and I'm a poet. And my channel is about poetry, and I hope you enjoy poetry as much as I do, because, as they say, they say a lot of things now, don't they? As they say, poetry is life. And I know I say that a lot because my life revolves around poetry because, I'm a poet. But this show is not about me. This show is about poetry. And this show is about other people's poetry, preferably old and good poetry. That's why it's called classical poetry with a twist. At least that's what it says down in the description. So, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Or if you're on the replay crew, welcome back. Yes, enough for me jibber jabbering and jacking my jaws here. Good afternoon, Irish Smart. How is it going? And Indigo, are you there? Hi. There you are. How's it going, Hals? Got something. Question you had yesterday, I have an answer for you. All right. And then we got our ever wise Sophia. How is it going, Mac? Or something like that. All right, so we are here with classic poetry with a twist. Okay, so what is classic poetry? It is anything old and good, and preferably in the public domain, and something that, like this guy says here, we can use under fair use. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are actually getting up there. I'm at 431. So we've beat our all-time high of 425 to another all-time high of 431. And then, let's see here. All right, so what do we got on store for today? All right, we have on store for today. Let me share it. As the title says, more from the Romantics. Yes, the Romantics. Don't you just love them? I know I do. All right, no, not this wrong thing right here. Here, we got to share some screens here. Let me look at this window here. All right, so here is what's on store for today. Sharing the old thingy here. All right, first off, William Blake, To the Muses. And then we have To Asra by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. It's really hard to find short ones by him. And then a compliment or a complaint by William Wordsworth. And then Crossing the Bar, of course, Alfred Lord Tennyson. And then we got The Indian Serenade by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Here's what I'm excited about. Lord Byron himself. She walks in beauty like the night. Of course, talk about someone who's very long-winded. This guy was very, very, very long-winded. But guess what? I was able, here, let me stop sharing this, I was able to do his because, where is it? Of this. Luckily, Armisha, love her, turned me on to this. Put that over there. That's not supposed to be doing that. All right. Let me readjust this. All right. What you do? Anyways. Oh, that's how it does that. Okay. Restream. Leave me alone. All right. We're sharing the screen here. See this here? Riff Fusion. This is what, I guess they don't have all those pesky copyright things that Suno has, and they don't have the 4-minute time. Here, let me do this here. They don't have the 4-minute timeout. So, here. All right, let me stop sharing that. I think let's get back to normal. Oh, there it was. Aha! Oh, don't you just love it? So, yes. You said it, not me. Oh, yes, and I will definitely get back to you on those tracks because I definitely need the MP3s because I want everybody else to hear them too. You know, it's really hard to judge. So, here. Let's go here. Let's go here. So, I don't know. I really don't know. But we're going to find out together like usual because that's what we're all about here. We're all about the journey, which is probably some of the most important parts, you know, getting there and the doing. Because karma is essentially just doing. You are your doing. And what are we doing here? We are listening to me jabber on about stuff I don't need to jabber on about anymore because I need to start playing the music. Haha, yeah. Here, got to get the right folder there, this folder here, and that folder there. And we are starting out. Oh, doesn't need to look like that. All right, there. And then we sort them by that way. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The only thing about Riff Fusion is it puts the files out in M4A, not MP4. So we're going to have to see that. That's why Byron's going to be last. But, of course, one of our faves, William Blake, To the Muses, version 1.
Chambers of the east, the chambers of the sun that now from ancient melody have ceased. Whether in heaven ye wander fair, the green corners of the earth, or the blue regions of the air, where the melodies winds have birth, whether on crystal rocks ye roll, wandering in many a coral grove, fair nine, forsaking poetry. How have you left the ancient love that bards of old enjoyed in you?
Well, that was absolutely lovely. Yes, 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 lovely. I'm going to have to redo the video on that one. How is it going in style? Long time no see. Glad for you to join us. Yes, I figured you'd like to know that, Indigo, and I certainly hope so. Knock on wood. Actually, that did sound kind of like wood. Oh, what are we doing this morning? All right, so what do y'all think of that? That one was cool. That one was really cool. Let's see what number 2 has in store for us now, shall we? This is version 2, and this one is actually short. This one's only out 1 minute and 49 seconds. So, oh, who knows?
Whether on Ida's shady brow, or in the chambers of the east, the chambers of the sun that now from ancient melody have ceased. Whether in heaven you wander fair, or the green corners of the earth, or the blue regions of the air where the melodious winds have birth. Whether on crystal rocks you rove, beneath the bosom of the sea, wandering in many a coral grove, fair nine forsaking poetry. How have you left the ancient love that bards of old enjoyed in you? The languid strings do scarcely move, the sound is forged, the notes are few. Love that bards of old enjoyed in you. The languid strings do scarcely move, the sound is forced, the notes are few. Whoa, the notes are
See here. Hi, Darren. All I have to say is they're making it really hard to decide because I like both. That's cool. Thanks for stopping by. And email me the sound files. Yeah, email me the MP3s. Yes, and that does fit very well. Both of them fit. I like the duet aspect of the first one, though. You know, because when I think of the muse, I think of female, because that's what, you know, they were in the Greeks. The Greeks muse. And considering how women were second-class citizens most of the time in ancient Greek society, a lot of their personifications of stuff were female. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well, hopefully everything's okay. You liked it too better? Cool. And Irish Mark's conflicted. Sometimes you don't have to choose it. Still making a choice. That means you like both of them, which is what we want here, because guess what? That means I can play one time and then 5 minutes later or 5 days later play the other one, and you're still entertained because both of them are so different from each other. Yay. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I hope you love it as much as I do, and that is the wrong button. Yes, we are happy to see you are doing well, Style. Well, we are happy to see you, and we hope you're doing well. Yes, both were good in their own way. I like it when that happens. Sometimes, though, it can be frustrating because, you know, you have to choose which one you want to highlight later, and sometimes it's like, yay, cool, you want that distinction to be more stark, you know what I mean? Well, but
are there two things of all which men possess that are so like each other and so near as mutual love seems like to happiness? Dear Azra, woman beyond a utterance dear. This love which ever welling at my heart, now in its living fount doth hive and fall, now overflowing pours through every part of all my frame, and fills and changes all. Like vernal waters springing up through snow, this love that's seeming great beyond the power of growth, yet seemeth evermore to grow. Could I transmute the whole to one rich dower of happy life, and give it all to thee? Thy lot, methinks, were heaven, thy age, eternity. Like vernal waters springing up through snow, this love that's seeming great beyond the power of growth, yet seemeth evermore to grow. Could I transmute the whole to one rich dower of happy life, and give it all to thee? Thy lot, methinks, were heaven, thy age, eternity.
That one was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. But doesn't that also show something about, the base side of men's nature? There are, I've encountered them in my life. There are more than quite a few testosterone-fueled men who will stick it in anything that will shake its tail feathers at them. And so keep on this. Okay. Yeah. Hubris. Yes, hubris. That was one of their things. You can look it up. All you got to do is Oedipus Rex. Oh, hubris means stay humble, and we are humble here, at least to try to be, I guess. And we're going to listen to Azra by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, version 2.
Are there two things of all which men possess that are so like each other and so near as mutual love seems like to happiness? Dear Azra, woman beyond utterance, dear, and fills and changes all. Like vernal waters springing up through snow. This love that's seeming great beyond the power of growth, yet seemeth evermore to grow. Could I transmute the whole to one rich doer of happy life and give it all to thee? Thy lot, methinks, were heaven, thy age eternity.
Another interesting one. Although I like both of them, but I don't know. Something about them just didn't quite get it. Didn't quite click. So if you got any suggestions for another genre, they were both good, but I want something more fun. I don't know. Surf. Joe, I think you and Antics may have got me obsessed with surf music. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next selection, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Wordsworth. Yay, we love Wordsworth. Hey, Big Chief, how are you doing? What's up is we are about to listen to Williams Wordsworth, A Complaint, version 1.
There is a change, and I am poor. Your love hath been, nor long ago, a fountain at my fond heart's door, whose only business was to flow. And flow it did, not taking heed of its own bounty or my need. What happy moments did I count, blessed was I then, all bliss above. Now for that consecrated fount of murmuring, sparkling, living love, what have I, shall I dare to tell? A comfortless and hidden well, a well of love. It may be deep, I trust it is, and never dry. What matter if the waters sleep in silence and obscurity? Such change and
you're gonna forget how to dance. Listen, see, that's the thing, Big Chief. With this, we never know what we're gonna get. Then we go back and we, pump it up a little bit later on. If, for example, the second one here's number 2, a complaint, Williams Wordsworth. This one's here.
There is a change, and I am poor. Your love hath been nor long ago. A fountain at my fond heart's door, whose only business was to flow. And flow it did, not taking heed of its own bounty or my need. What happy moments did I count? Blessed was I then, all bliss above. Now for the consecrated fount of murmuring, sparkling, living love. What have I, shall I dare to tell? A comfortless and hidden well. A well of love, it may be deep, I trust it is, and never dry. What matter if the waters sleep in silence and obscurity? Such changing at the very door of my fond heart hath made me poor. What happy moments did I count? Blessed was I then, all bliss above. Now the consecrated fount of murmuring, sparkling, living love. What have I, shall I dare to tell? A comfortless and hidden well. A well of love, it may be deep, I trust it is, and never dry. What matter if the waters sleep in silence and obscurity? Such changing at the very door of my fond heart hath made me poor.
Well, that one definitely was not sedate, now was it? Oh, yes, it would. No, I'm not in vertical mode. I hate vertical mode, especially here on freaking StreamYard. Maybe that's why I'm not gaining as many subscribers, because vertical, I like landscape, man. Keep it wide, side to side. Besides, I like slow growth. You like 2 better? You wants to see? That's what it's about, too. You can have one thing that sounds one way, and then you go back and the same thing sounds different. That's what I like about that and prefer to. Yes, cool. Yes, because it had yes, lots of trolls in vertical mode. There is some advantages, but slow growth is true growth in a lot of ways. It can be frustrating and it can be impatient making, but I would rather have quality rather than quantity, because eventually quality adds up to quantity if you just keep at it. This is what I plan on doing. I don't plan on stopping as much as I want to sometimes because, I'm stuck at, for God's sakes, I hit 411 subscribers 6 times. 6 times. And I'm still here. I didn't let that make me go, screw you, YouTube. I'm going home. No. Because guess what? This is fun. And also, it's cool. And everything we do on this program is under the Fair Use Act and in the public domain. And liking all that jazz. Make sure you're subscribed and, tell your friends, because like the old pothead motto goes, sharing is caring. Well, we're about to find out here pretty soon. I'm glad you like my content because I like my content. Well, that kind of didn't work out, did it? Yeah, they thought one thing and another one actually happened. All right, so we are in the... Yeah, it didn't replace TikTok. There's way too much freaking money involved. It's all a show, people. All they are doing is putting on a show to distract us for the most part. They don't care about us. All they care about is our attention, our money. And the more money you got, the more they care about you. So, where are we going here? We are going with Alfred Lord Tennyson. I'm not bitter about some aspects of life now, aren't I? Crossing the bar.
Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me. And may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam. When that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our boon of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
You have a good day, Big Chief. Positive, peaceful, and productive. Yes, I like the alliteration there. And I like that. That country feel was pretty cool. I liked it. Let's see what number 2, excuse me, has in store for us. Ah.
Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home.
I like number 1 better than number 2. But also, I'm like, again, something just not quite there. I like the country feel of number 2, but the second one tried to be bluesy, but it wasn't quite getting there. So, Black Sabbath treatment? Stay tuned. I love me some Sabbath. Yes, number 1 was better. Definitely. All right. Let's see here. Wow, this show's gone fast. Love it. This is the Indian Serenade by Piercy himself. And not Piercy Jackson. Piercy Best Shelley.
Dreams of thee in the first sweet sleep of night, when the winds are breathing low and the stars shining bright. I arise from dreams of thee, and the spirit in my feet hath led me, who knows how, to thy chamber window sweet.
The wandering airs, they fade on the dark, the silent stream. The champagne odors fail like sweet thoughts in a dream. The nightingale's complaint, it dies upon her heart, as I must on thine, O beloved, as thou art. Oh, lift me from the grass, I die, I faint, I fail. Let thy love in kisses rain on my lips and eyelids pale. My cheek is cold and white, alas, my heart beats loud and fast. Oh, press it to thine own again, where it will break at last. Lift me from the grass, I die, I faint, I fail. Let thy love in kisses rain on my lips and eyelids pale. My cheek is cold and white, alas, my heart beats loud and fast. Oh, press it to thine own again, where it will break at last.
Yeah, it does sound like it's from a musical. The duet, though, this is one of my freaking complaints about Suno. They don't do the back and a lot of times they'll start out with a female vocal and it'll switch to a male vocal and it'll keep on with the male vocal instead of switching back and forth. That's one of Cricket Cinema's Cricket Cinemas or Chicken Cinnamon's pet peeves or complaints about it. Me too. Besides, it was good. If it would, that'd have been great if it would have just been male all the way through or female all the way through, or if they would have switched back and forth. Got some ideas there. But yes, definitely does sound like a musical. Very rousing, very powerful, very uplifting, very get you in the feels. Let's see what number 2 has in store for us. The Indian Serenade by old Piercy himself.
I arise from dreams of thee in the first sweet sleep of night, when the winds are breathing low and the stars are shining bright, I arise from dreams of thee, and a spirit in my feet hath led me, who knows how, to thy chamber window sweet. The wandering airs they faint on the dark, the silent street. The champagne odors fail like sweet thoughts in a dream. The nightingale's complaint, it dies upon her heart as I must unwind. Oh, beloved as thou art, oh, lift me from the grass. I die, I faint, I fail. Let thy loving kisses rain on my lips and eyelids pale. My cheek is cold and white, alas. My heart beats loud and fast. Oh, press it to thine own again, where it will break at last. Oh, press it to thine own again, where it will break at last. The wandering airs they faint on the dark, the silent stream. The champagne odors fail like sweet thoughts in a dream. The nightingale's complaint.
And it cut us off. The 4-minute cutoff. Yay. That one was better. You learned that from Cozy. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to redo that one. And Bonnie Raitt, can you hear a Bonnie Raitt-ish style voice singing that one? Because definitely number 1 was okay, and number 2 was disappointing because it cut us off early. Like my ex-girlfriend. It's the ex-girlfriend treatment. All right. Okay, so we are at something I've been wanting to friggin' hear for a while. Now, here, let me do this here. Pull this up. Now, to set this the Byron track up here, the Byron tracks. Let's share some screenage and share a window here. Now, as you can see right here, it says she walks in night, beauty like the night. No, she walks in beauty, Lord Byron. But right here, because what I did, I let Refusion, because down here I was doing To the Muses and I went avant-garde like I usually do on Suno, and it came out with some weird stuff, I'll tell you that. It's always the ex-girlfriend. I wonder what she would say to that. But you can see we got one here that is 2 minutes and 45 seconds, one here that is 3 minutes and 36 seconds. This one says Latin viral pop female rapping. And this one says aesthetic vaporwave with lo-fi vibes. Yeah. I've been single for a long time, House. So yeah. Let's just keep the ex-girlfriend out of it for now, because none of these are both of these are here. And I'm also hoping that they'll play, because they're not the regular video files. All right. Here. Right here. So this is the aesthetic vaporwave with lo-fi vibes. I don't know to be scared or not.
She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright, neat in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellow to that tender light, which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace, which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek, and o'er that brow, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace.
I'm sorry. That was no. I agree with you. That no. No. That did not sound good at all. You know, I don't know. All right, screw it. Let's play some rock and shit. in solidarity with our Hals here. Let's play some rockin' stuff. All right, here. I can just here. Let's go.
O'er the wet sands an insect crept, ages ere man on earth was known, and patient time while nature slept, the slender tracing turned to stone. 'Twas the first autograph, and ours Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall escape oblivion's broom so long? Was the first autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall escape oblivion's broom so long? Autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall escape oblivion's broom so long?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around. I guess I'm gonna have to mess around with riff fusion some more. The Latin viral pop female rapping, but at least yours was a mutual one. I wanted to work things out with my ex, but she didn't, because how she couldn't get over everything. Well. And that was 5 years ago. And then I'm not going to mention the certain redhead. Yes, that's always good. Yes. Our ever-wise Sophia. Yeah, even without the lo-fi, not realistic. It sounded bad. I don't know. It didn't work. All right. But luckily, we have all kinds of cool tracks to look through and play in here. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Has to go there. Go there. Oh, here. Ooh, where is it? Ooh, okay. Here, let's get you toe tapping.
If he could know my songs are all for him, at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it but a
Yeah, I love that one too. It just gets you toe tapping. If you if you hear that bass line and don't start moving your booty, there's something wrong with you. Of course, I don't think you want to see me moving mine because I really don't have one. All right, let's see here. Let's go with some Fly Buzzing with Emily Dickinson. Yay!
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. I willed my keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed to fly. Blue, uncertain, stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed to fly with blue, uncertain, stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
I really wish Emily Dickinson was around these days. She'd be a freaking party animal. I know she would. Sometimes, my friend, it's best to be in a chrysalis. Then when you come out, it's even more beautiful. At least that's how I thought of myself when I went into my exile a couple of years ago, and now look what's happening. Oh, if there is any man who embodies the definition of square white boy, I love Dodge, but oh yeah. Oh, he is definitely white. Oh, I love the guy, but he's definitely white. All right, let's play a couple more. He's more of a white boy than I am, and that's saying something because I am not cool at all. At all. Okay, here. Sophia, if you're still here, here we go.
twig trembles which a bird lights on to sing, then leaves unbent. So is my memory thrilled and stirred. I only know she came and went. As clasped some lake by gusts unriven, the blue dome's measureless content, so my soul held that moment's heaven. I only know she came and went. As at one bound our swift spring heats, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Stood and met my gaze through the low doorway of my tent. The tent is struck, the vision stays. I only know she came and went. As one bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Only to think she came and went. As everyone bound our swift spring leaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Only to think she came and went.
Oh, I love that one, and I know y'all do too. And I understood what dimmereds. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, the Brits can be uptight. Hell, it was watching an uptight Brit that made me freaking write a poem that had been stirring in the old brain meats for a while. All right. Well, we have come to this part of the program where I have to do this. I have to remind you that everything we've done on this program, and it's been an interesting one today, is done under fair use and in the public domain. And I think it's pretty cool. We've had some good ones today, and we've had some questionable ones. And, oh, not that one here. And I just want to thank all of you for spending a little bit of your time with moi. Yes. Because what's life without a few companions on this journey? And you're here. You've been on this journey with me for what, an hour and 15. So I'm going to end the show with a good one, something to get the blood pumping, and something that has a couple lines in here that I wanted to say. Speaking of exes, to a few of my exes, I just got to put it in the right Gotta get it in the right freaking folder. Hi, here we go. Langston Hughes, 50/50. Yay!
I'm all alone in this world, she said. Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. Truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. She answered, babe, what must I do? He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. He said, share your bed and your money too. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. He said, share your bed and your money too. Hey, yeah. He said, share your bed and your money too. Money too.
Oh, yeah, that breakdown. And of course, the key line in that song is, or that poem is, if you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. Ain't that the operative thing? Let's see what this means. All right, my friends. See you out in the chats. Let's see here. You got your choices. We got, you can go room raid Mona. Here, I'll put this here. We can go, or we can go room raid Miss Sunrise Dawn. Your choice. Because, or not. I'll probably be jumping back and forth in both before I have to go do some stuff, which is probably in about an hour. So, I will, my friends, as usual, like his sticker says, have an awesome day and all that jazz, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as of now, I've got 431, so we're getting closer, and we're getting up there. And hopefully, before the end of this calendar year, I'll be able to I'll be able to get memberships. I'm not asking for much now, am I? Just by the end of the year. All right. Have a good one. Love y'all guys. Bye. Wrong button.